Hey everyone. Well, it's hard to believe that it's been 1 year. And really thinking back to this day, I think I've changed a lot. Not entirely. I'm still the same person, the same geeky guy who sometimes will ramble and sometimes will have certain points that I want to get across. But I guess you can say that I've changed a little bit. I guess when I first started vlogging, I mentioned that I worked at GameStop, and I was really positive about that because I had a lot of great friends who I worked with from different GameStops, and of course, well, that changed. And then life in general, I've gone through great situations, and I've also gone through pretty bad tragedies. And yet, you guys are here to comment and help me through them, or give advice. And I guess that's what this video is about. This is celebrating 1 year of being on YouTube and meeting great people online, seeing their videos, commenting back and forth, and just being a part of this YouTube community. And I guess the best place to start off is, well, from the beginning. See, back when I did or wasn't doing vlogs, I would watch a lot of videos, and one that I stumbled onto was called YouTubers, and it was by this guy called Chris166. And I watched this video, and it showed a collection of YouTubers, people blogging, as well as other things, but mostly blogs. And I found it amazing because it covered all the aspects of what we go through: sadness, happiness, love, tragedy, everything, even people's points of views and opinions, their anger. And from what I got from that is that people need a lot of help. And I'm one of those people who likes to help people. I will go out of my way to make sure that things are okay. And in some ways, that's what I thought that I can do on here. Help people with their problems. Let them know that someone actually cares. So I'll put the link up to that video. I'm hoping that it will also inspire people to blog as well. And by watching that video, it wasn't so much about helping people, but just seeing that there are different types of people on there doing their vlogs about anything and everything. And that really interests me, because it seemed like I could become part of that, and things would be okay. And so as I started to watch other YouTubers and their vlogs, I would comment and I would actually get feedback, which I was amazed at. If you guys have seen a lot of my video blogs, I mentioned Emma White one because she was my first vlog or vlogger that I would watch. And then through her I met this one guy named Paul, who has been an incredibly great friend to me on YouTube. And it's amazing who you do meet and how much you have in common with these people. The reason I mentioned Paul is because he's practically been there from the beginning. Any troubles that I've gone through, any problems I've had, it's not so much that he's found a solution, but he's made suggestions that make me feel better. He gives me examples that I can relate to. And of course I met other people throughout this time, and it's been really, really amazing. Now I've also made some enemies. I guess you can call them that, but even though I can't officially call them enemies, but just people who disagree with me. And I know that almost everyone who does a blog will have these people who will comment, not so much caring about what you talk about, but they'll try to paraphrase it to the way that they understand it and the way that they see it, and make a comment on that. I'm not sure what the entire point is of making a comment like that, but they just can't help themselves but to do it. But I guess the first comment that you get is pretty bad, but after that, it's not as bad. You learn to just see that people can be cruel and mean, and amazingly they don't listen even though they're staring at a video and they assume they know everything that's going on. So I expect that this isn't exactly what you would expect for a 1 year video. Usually it's someone who reviews and goes over, or even shows clips of their past videos to show everything that they've gone through. Try to sum up this 1 year, kind of like a series finale. I think that's how most people would view it as. But for me, I think I'd like to show people the origin. Why I blog, where I came from, and what really kind of inspired me. And I know I can't do this all in one blog. So this blog is going to be just, or has been, about mainly where I started, how I see things, and how I've changed. But there's one difference. And the thing that I haven't really covered is my subscribers. Now it's true that people on YouTube, they really try to collect subscribers, they do whatever they can to get them. The thing is that, do you really communicate with yours? I mean, these people are more than just viewers. It's not like TV where everyone tries to get as many people and get the highest rating, even though that is kind of fun. And it's nice to have a lot of people who watch them, but I think the main point is that those people who subscribe to you, they subscribe because they like you. They like what you say, or there's something that you said that caught their attention. And sometimes they'll post comments and you communicate with them. And I guess the thing is that I don't think I would have gone this far without my subscribers. There's two different types I've noticed. There's people, or maybe even three, there's people who do blogs and they subscribe because you do blogs and they find a common interest. There's people who do other types of videos aside from blogging and they subscribe to your videos as well. And then there's people who don't do videos at all, but yet they watch yours. And all of them are very important because they all have their own voice. They choose to watch you and they choose to comment, or even if they really enjoy the video, put them as favorites. But the ones that have really made a great change in my life are the people who do their own blogs and subscribe to my videos, and they comment. They send me messages, because now I know I'm part of this group, or I could even say family. That these people aren't just viewers to me. They're people I can talk with, depend on, and I hope that they can think of me as the same. And instead of just perhaps calling out a bunch of channels or people's names, which I've done in the past. I know a lot of people have done that for their subscriptions, and I have nothing against that at all. I think it's a great way of doing it. I had a thought that came into my mind about maybe 3 weeks ago, and that's pretty much what the next video is going to be about. It's my first attempt at doing it, so we'll see how that goes, but I won't say what it is. But I hope you guys really appreciate it, and it is going to be about all the people who have blogged and subscribed to my channel. And I know there are certain people who have blogged, but they're private, and that's about all that they do, and I will actually not show those because I respect their privacy. And just in case they're wondering, well, why didn't mine get shown? That's because yours was private, and I really didn't want to show people what you guys look like unless it was okay with you. Anyway, so yeah, but it seems like YouTube has really grown a lot since, and I've lost a lot of people who I used to subscribe to. There used to be people who I would see videos of every 2 days, every 3 days, and sometimes they would linger away or come back every month or so. And there's some people who have deleted their channels altogether, who I used to enjoy watching their videos, and yet it kind of leaves you wondering why. What happened? Why did they choose to stop while you continue to go? And of course, there are other videos or vloggers that you choose to watch, and what you find theirs more interesting, and of course they kind of fill that void or gap, but sometimes it just makes you wonder what happened to them and why they chose to stop. But I guess that's for another vlog. And I hope I don't sound like I'm rambling. And to me, I don't know why, but right now in this video, at this moment, it sounds like it's a sad thing. I don't know why. Maybe I'm like analyzing very slowly. I'm not sure. Now, there was one thing I wanted to talk about that doesn't really have to do with my 1 year anniversary, but see this. This is from graduation at Dominguez Hills back in 2005, and I had been missing that for about a year or more, and I found it, and it really brings back a lot of memories of what college was like. Both colleges, since I went to a community college and then a Cal State. And that, since it brought back so many memories, I just thought I would share that with you, since I'm doing a trip down memory lane right now. But it's amazing how small something can be, and yet brings back so many memories. Now, I know it sounds like I'm running out of things to say. Don't worry, I'm not. Regathering my thoughts. Okay, now I kind of ran out of something to say because I have it on the tip of my tongue and I can't say it. Okay. What seems throughout my vlogs, like I said, I've gone through a lot of things, and one of the things that I won't say haven't been able to solve, but I've still been figuring out is love. Love is one of the many things that confuses me, because it seems like it's simple to figure out those people who have problems with love. Yet, I have my own problems that I can't solve. And I believe I've done 3 blogs on this. But the thing is that I think my world revolves around love. Did I even show that right? Revolves, yes. Even though I've done 3 blogs, a majority of them that have me being depressed, sad, or feeling alone, all have to do with that aspect. And I just want to point out that it's amazing how that one thing can really stir up a lot of emotions. And I'm sure you guys can probably agree with that. But I'm hoping that one of these days I'll have someone to share them with. This vlogging. If you guys don't know and you're shaking your head like, huh, what's he talking about? What I mean is, I always see people doing video blogs, and it's always one person. Well, I'm hoping that when I do find the right person, there will be someone else that I will be blogging with. 2 people in one blog. So if it ever, no, not, I won't be negative. When I do get a girlfriend, whenever that happens, it will no longer be just me. That will be me and that other person. And that's something that I kind of thought about for a little while, with the thought crossed my mind. But I think it'd be something special. And you know, just for the heck of it, if you do have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and you vlog, try putting them in one. You know, just try having 2 people vlog on one video. See what it's like. I'm not saying permanently, but just for once. I think that'd be something amazing. Anyway, I know it feels like I should say something really, really important, something meaningful that should last a long time, so people will look back to this blog and say, wow, he did a really great job. I mean, look how he summed it up. But you know, I don't really think I have anything. I mean, all my videos are out there for you guys to see. My 1 year in retrospect. You know, I've shared all my emotions, all my feelings, a majority of them on this site. And it's true, I can talk about them and catch you guys up by paraphrasing it, but kind of defeats the purpose after a while. At least I think so. And I guess that's why I chose to do a blog instead of just showing you the old video clips. Yeah, true, it's different, but at least this is actually a blog on its own and not a collection. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. So, I'll talk to you guys later. let's hope this coming year for me will be as exciting, fun, and adventurous as it was last year. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care. And I'll talk to you guys later.